I'm Eilina Armstrong with SC Magazine, and you're here with us once again for another SC in Focus. And so here with me is Philippe Courtot, who is the chairman and CEO of Qualys. He just finished his keynote address, during which he introduced a new trustworthy internet movement, or TIM, where really, Philippe, you're hoping to take on some of the challenges that businesses, individual users are facing: reliability, privacy, security, when they're using the internet. I was hoping you could talk to our readers about the ultimate goals of TIM.
So, yeah, thank you for the opportunity. The biggest issue we see as we are moving into the cloud more and more, that cloud enables, disrupt a lot of business and enables also new things. The Achilles heels today of cloud computing is the trustworthiness of the internet. The internet is a place today which is not safe. And the bigger issue is the governance of SSL itself, whereby today we have 650 CAs which are totally unaccountable. We have seen quite a few of them compromised. Any one of them could at some point in time go rogue without us even knowing it. So there's been various proposals made over the years, and so far nobody has really taken into action. And the bigger problem when you really look at that is that now you have the ITU, which is trying to maneuver to essentially take control, take the governance of the internet. And I personally believe that that will not be the good thing, because suddenly we have, like the UN, running the internet. Needless to say, this is going to would create issues that we cannot even understand.
Sure.
So it's about time that we really put these issues front and center. You have the botnets, similar issues with the botnets, where some we go very disorganized at taking them down, identifying them and taking them down. There is some very good initiative that Microsoft took. They have been very active at botnet takedown, and to give you an idea of the impact that can have, by dismantling a few botnets recently, we went from 300 billion emails a day to 80 billion emails a day, which means these few botnets were generating a significant amount of traffic. Email spoofing, for example, is very vexing to me, because I'm the former CEO of CCMail, and I think absolutely outrageous that your email, the email of your friends, and my email can be spoofed so easily. We know the reason, because the SMTP protocol doesn't support user authentication, but that's not an excuse. We've got to fix it. So I've been discussing with a lot of our large customers, which are as frustrated because they all want to move much faster into the cloud. Everybody wants to move faster into the cloud. It's vital for competitiveness.
And so through this effort, what groups, what individuals are you hoping will get involved?
The key today, of course, the established player are not the one who will help you. Because even if they wanted to, their business model, their structure, their mentality will not let them do that. Like, for example, you go today to the ISPs to try to share information, and this is what Arcoviero tried to do recently, and the lawyers will not let you go very far. So you need to find other angles. So that's the purpose of that movement. It's one, to tap on the brains and the good minds and good hearts, and there's plenty of them, and then try to find the proper constituent, which together now we could have enough leverage to make the things happen. And that's essentially what I'm looking at doing, which is a very different approach. We're very driven to results. It's not about creating a paper, it's not about creating a survey, it's about saying we pick up that problem. So in the next few months, so we know the problems. So we are putting our minds together, and who are these we? So I've got already quite a large companies which are very much interested in participating. Some, all of our customers, that's what I've tapped essentially, and I'm now tapping further of the minds of people and say, okay, let's pick up, let's devise how we can do it. And then, depending on how successful we are at putting the right pieces, then we'll pick up the one that we can immediately have. We know we've got all the right pieces, we'll go about doing it. And of course, if you have one success, it will bring the other success. So of course I'm looking at the SSL governance. Maybe I've already a lot of the pieces already made. I'm missing one. If I can't get that one, we'll take this one. If I cannot get that one yet, I will continue like a pest to try to get that other missing piece, and then we'll take another one. And there are so many, so that's our approach.
So we've talked about some of the groups. I mean, it's open to all players, all individuals who might be able to offer something really strong, compelling, helpful. Let's talk a bit more about some of the goals. I mean, are you hoping to release maybe some standards or best practices, or maybe support new innovative products to help secure the internet?
The way we look at how to do things is we pick up an issue and we put our mind to say how could that issue be resolved, and then the rest will follow.
Very good.
The appropriate funding, the appropriate partners, the constituent, maybe some technology in some cases which needs to be pushed, education also. What Qualys brings to the table, this is Qualys, not me now personally, what Qualys brings to the table is two things. One is we have very, very powerful tools. We can scan every IP on the internet, we can scan every website on the planet. We've built like Google, we've built that infrastructure which can do that. So that allows us to audit all the SSL website, and we turn that into a free service. So there's no excuse today not to have a proper implementation of SSL. I can, from my phone, tell you if SC Magazine has a proper implementation of SSL or not, and give you a grade, an A, a B, a C, and can do that right now.
And all for free.
It takes about a minute. It's all free. Anybody can do it. So this is full transparency. We have also the browser check, which was totally free to check if your browser is properly configured. So we have all these tools that we can make contribution to the movement, to the education, and to the auditing, if you prefer, of the internet at large. And then the other thing also that Qualys has is the significant customer base that we have today. We have 51 of the Forbes Global 100, and we have earned their trust, so they can leverage their muscle, like companies like GM, like GE, etc. Microsoft is a large Qualys customer, so is Google, so is Apple. So we have all of our customers that can essentially pull into the movement. So that's part of the leverage, if you prefer, that we're building here.
So Philippe, it will be extremely interesting. We're going to be watching to find out what we should be covering on our website, the results of this initiative. So we really thank you for coming by and talking a bit about it.
Okay.
Always a pleasure, Philippe. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you, everyone, for clicking into this edition of SC in Focus.